Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching, or you yourself, Aries, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It's greatly appreciated. So the Strength card flew out. I put it back in, though. You could have Leo in your chart. Dealing with one doesn't have to be. For some of you, maybe the current energy could be feeling like you are needing courage, or maybe you're needing to deal with a situation a little differently. So every time that I see the Strength card, to me, when it comes out as dealing with the situation differently, it's more of you attract flies with honey, not vinegar type of situation. But let's see what's going on. You have the Ace of Pentacles, so possibly a new opportunity or an idea, or something that has to do with your sense of security, stability. Could be money. Back in the day, I used to read this Ace of Pentacles as a possible reconciliation as well. So I'm going to read like that as well. But we'll see when we clarify. Currently, you have the Magician. Fantastic. You're manifesting something. Or you have this Ace of Pentacles. Maybe it's a plan, an idea in regards to money, security. And currently with the Magician, you're trying to figure that out. You're trying to make it happen. We'll see. Four of Wands is the challenge, that foundation. Home, security. You have the, oh my goodness, the Justice card. I was going to say the Strength card, then I was going to say the Balance card. Libra energy. I feel like you're bringing in more balance into your life. Because this Justice and Magician, that's exactly that. If your foundation is justice, fairness, balance, and currently you're the Magician, that's manifesting in that energy. That's manifesting to bring this. Because currently the challenge with the Four of Wands is that there is a lack of stability. There's a lack of feeling like you belong. There is a lack of structure. We'll see. You have the Ten of Cups in the past. This can be harmony with another individual, a happily ever after type of deal. Again, we shall see. You have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo on your mind. Doesn't have to be that it's that sign on your mind. But what's on your mind is feeling that security. How is it being provided for you? How are you feeling protected? Whether this is someone doing this for you or you doing it for yourself. Queen of Pentacles, nonetheless, is the homemaker. She takes care of, well, everyday life, basically. However, because she's a queen, she receives. That's the receiving energy. She needs to be provided for an environment where she can create this security and stability through her gentleness, through her nurturing, through her attention to details, etc. Your outcome is the Ace of Swords, which, again, another ace is possibly brand new clarity. For some, it's cutting something out. This can represent communication, something to make things clear. Let's see what this Ace of Pentacles is. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? The Six of Swords. So moving on to calmer waters. The Nine of Cups. Emotional fulfillment, feeling content. Three of Pentacles, working together. A collaboration, teamwork, working on something with another. And the Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Energy. Doesn't have to be those signs. But nonetheless, I feel like you've done something, whether it's energetically, mentally, or even physically. You moved on to calmer waters. You left something behind. You're trying to regain this sense of happiness, or you have felt this sense of happiness, and it's allowing you to work together with others, with someone in particular. There's an openness here to create something. Now, this can be in regards to work, because it is clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. For some, this can be about a reconciliation. Because Queen of Swords, seeing things clearly. Or I also get the sense of like having had enough. Why is the Magician in the current energy for Aries? The Five of Wands, the Lovers, Gemini. There's the Queen of Swords again. Three of Cups at the bottom. You know, before I actually picked up the deck to start shuffling, I got the sense of like, oh, Three of Cups is going to show up in this reading. The Three of Cups, the Three of Cups. And I'm like, okay, whatever, the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is about celebrating, coming together, a reunion, having a good time. So we'll see. I don't know if this is going to pertain to the reading, or maybe it's a side message or something. Either way, there was some sort of conflict, whether it was internal or external. Perhaps, I don't know, an inability to agree to disagree. Maybe there was drama. Maybe there was competition of some sort. Some sort of struggle. The Lovers is about making a choice, and it is also about a connection. And then you have the Queen of Swords here. I just feel like there's such a decisive energy with this Queen of Swords. Like she's confident in making some sort of decision. She's confident in what she's receiving because she knows the truth. Because she sees things clearly. Because her rose-colored glasses are off. So I feel like there has been some sort of struggle, and there is a decision or a choice that you have made because you started to see things clearly. Why is the Four of Wands here as the challenge? The Moon, the Devil. So we have Pisces, Capricorn, Four of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. That's more Pisces. And Pisces for you is what? The 12th house. You could be going through some sort of transformation here where there might be this feeling of, I feel alone, but feeling okay with it. Sometimes feeling alone, not being okay with it. There might even be a period, whether this is currently happening or it was happening just recently, where I feel like it's an introspective time. Now, with these cards here, there might be the challenge could possibly be a lack of clarity. Maybe even an obsessive feeling, like unable to let go, or it has to be this way, or fears, because Moon and Devil both can represent fears. And then the Four of Pentacles is holding on. And then you have the Four of Wands. You could be holding on to something that doesn't feel secure. Oh, a little spider. Or you feel like you don't have control over. You feel like you don't have a foundation there. I almost feel like something is leaving a big question mark for you. Whether or not something is going to be where you belong, whether or not something is going to be structured or feel like a foundation or feel like there's stability and security here. I get this sense of feeling a little lost. Why is the Justice card here? For some of you, you feel like you're holding on to something that you know is just, it's not going anywhere, or there's a delay in that. Seven of Cups, the Four of Cups. There's a Three of Cups in between there. And the Six of Pentacles, Three of Wands at the bottom. I feel like you do want to put your energy into something. Whether you have options and you're just dissatisfied with how things are going, or you're feeling a bit confused. There's a lot of cards of confusion that showed up already. So there might be this sense of like which way to go, what to do, what to choose. How do I feel? Maybe feeling emotionally overwhelmed. And a part of you with the Four of Cups, this is telling me that there's a sense of I don't know if it's complacency or feeling bored with something or just not satisfied. I get such a strong dissatisfaction. Possibly where you've been putting your time and energy. And I think there's this period of here waiting. I also get the sense of like, listen, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Wait, another sign had that too. I guess that's the theme or something. What is this Ten of Cups? This Empress, King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The Page of Swords, Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is definitely about some sort of partnership, a relationship of some sort. And I don't know if you had to detach or walk away from something, but definitely in the past, this was like, this is great. This is going to work out. Why is the Queen of Pentacles on your mind? The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Wands, and there's the Three of Cups. Eight of Cups again. I feel like there's a tinge bit of feeling of loss of something. I'm not sure what. And on your mind, there is this, I guess, like hope, feeling like things are going to turn for the better. Let me get a little more on this. Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands, and then the Nine of Swords. There's such a strong feminine energy on your mind. And I feel like you deeply want to receive this stability, security, emotionally, physically, financially. But I feel like your heart has been open. But this Ten of Swords either tells me that you've gone through quite a deal of suffering, quite a number of sufferings, or your heart is open, but there's such a frozen wall. It can go either or. So you pick and choose which one is yours. But then you have the Ace of Wands, which is this spark, this fire, this thing that can melt away this icy wall. For some of you, there's such a new beginning within yourself that you feel more secure within yourself. And now you're waiting for the external to match up with how you're internally feeling. Like your vibration internally, you're waiting for that to match up externally. And it could possibly be bringing a sense of overthinking, anxiety, stress. Let's see what this Ace of Swords is. Why is that the outcome for Aries? And it's kind of weird because I get both the sense of agitation and calm. So there might be kind of like this flip-flop energy that you might be feeling, or sometimes you're feeling calm, but then there's a little part of you that's like feeling agitated. I don't know if it's that you want things to move. I don't really see cards that are indicating let's go, let's go, let's go. It's more of this trying to create this sense of balance in your foundation, in your home environment, where you feel secure, or where you think you're supposed to feel secure. What is the Ace of Swords? You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Fool card. There's that go energy with the Eight of Wands and the Fool. And again, the Eight of Cups. So this is about an investment in your time and energy, reviewing, you know, the fruits of your labor type of thing. There might be a message that comes in or something that makes it clear to move forward, to take the leap of faith, to leave the baggage behind and start anew. To walk away or detach from something. Hanged Man. And the King of Swords, Three of Swords. Why is this Five of Swords here? Waiting. Somebody's tired of waiting. So this could be someone towards you wanting to tell you something. For some of you, somebody is not making some sort of move because they don't trust the situation, or perhaps they're playing mind games. Take it as it resonates. Others of you, this more feels like just an Aries reading. Like, yeah, another person could be involved here, but this is more about you. I also feel like there's a sense of like not wanting to take other BS, whether it's someone's BS, whether it's, I don't know, just a situation's BS. I get this sense of like there's a certainty deep within. Even if it's not here, there's a certainty deep within. Six of Cups. The Tower and the Emperor. Yeah, I feel like you're taking back control and rebuilding yourself. I don't think you want to let the past repeat itself anymore. And I mean, we never want the past to keep repeating itself if it's a negative thing, if it's been a painful thing. But sometimes it just keeps, but there's such an awareness now in this reading of like taking control, of taking responsibility, taking accountability. Regardless if something is your fault or not, there's this clarity of needing to feel secure in life, period, to bring this balance. All right. Anything else for Aries? And then we'll move on to the oracles. Nine of Pentacles, that's self-reliance, self-care. That's someone who's self-made. That's someone who is, well, could be well off, but who has their shit together, basically. The World and the Death card. Scorpio energy here. You are not letting anything fumble you. For some of you, you are feeling the sense of security, and there might be a little bit of like, oh, well, what if this goes away? What if it's one of those feelings that it's like, oh yeah, I feel confident now, and then 2 days later, that confidence is gone. There's a bit of shakiness there with this Nine of Swords that showed up, but the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles tell me that you are really going to stand up for yourself. You're going to set up your boundaries. Nothing is really going to bring you down because you're steady within yourself. Ooh, I like that. But the Eight of Swords showed up. Again, this is the second time I see it. So there might still be these thoughts that keep you feeling trapped, or you feel trapped in a situation or with your circumstance or something like that. Four of Swords, the Two of Wands, the King of Cups. So patience, prayer, meditation, all these things can help to remain, for that sense of calm, that sense of groundedness to remain. And I feel like you're looking to the future with an open heart, with kind of like what resonates with my heart. Not just like, oh, with my heart, because we have to be based on our feelings, we have to, you know, pick and choose. No, but with clarity, with discernment. For some of you, you could be dealing with a water sign. You might be unsure of them. I feel like there's a possibility for a reconciliation. All right, let's take out your oracle cards for advice and clarity. Advice and clarity. And then I'm going to take out my Aries cards. No, I'm kidding. They're not Aries cards. They're unfiltered messages. I call them the Aries cards because they have bad words and they tell it like it is in true Aries fashion. Hello. I can't see what this says. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can try. Okay, I think I got most of what it said. You're an Aries and Leo, or you're dealing with a Leo. You try to reach out. Well, the Ace of Swords was the outcome, so there will be clarity, some sort of communication. You know, sometimes when we do something, even if it's for the better, it's best to reach out, offer communication, offer help, whatever, and then leave it as is. Now, the ball is in whoever else's court, and kind of let go of what the outcome is going to be, or let go of, we can say, control. Just there it is, and then just move on, because that also gives a sense of respect to the other person or the circumstance. Let's say it's not another person, let's say it's just like a situation, and you're like, well, I did this, now where are the results? And just let it be, because that brings a sense of peace for us when we don't have to expect a certain outcome or be desperate for an outcome. Maybe desperate is a little too heavy, but I think you get what I'm saying. And sometimes, you know what? Sometimes that waiting period, because we're like, oh, okay, well, I don't know how to move on if the other person doesn't give me a response. You make a decision, right? With discernment, not just like out of feelings or out of fear or out of impulse. We look at the situation and, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. And if the other person replies, if the situation changes, whatever, I'm going to keep on going. All right. You have completion. Literally flew out. And one more card for Aries. Completion. I feel like, yeah, because you had the World and the Death card. There's something here that a cycle is done and over with. It doesn't necessarily have to be that a relationship is over or that a job is done. It could just simply be that the way you look at something is done. A trauma that kept repeating is done because now you see things differently or you feel differently. All right, one more advice for Aries. I didn't want to take, and growth, perseverance. I didn't want to take out 3 cards, but it is what it is. All right. Where did I put the book? Oh, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. It fell into the abyss. All right, so completion. You have 2 cards that are orange, and orange signifies overall impression is emotional. Keywords are active, motivating, optimistic, emotional, social, sociable, enthusiastic, affectionate, and humanitarian. I think enthusiastic is a good one. Motivating and optimistic is another one. I feel like, anyway, okay. Completion. Completion says, he was raised in an orphanage, never wore new boots until he enlisted in the army in 1942. By the end of the war, he was decorated veteran and had survived what many of his brothers had not. Later, he became an actor. He was well loved, but history will remember him as a war hero. When he was finally laid to rest, Goddess smiled upon him and she received him into the heavens. This is a reminder to cherish all the beauty in your life, including endings. Reflect upon your part in history and discover what you value most. Don't fear completion, embrace it. Am I present in the moment? How do I respond to the idea of completion? Here is a warm and cheerful energy that brings calm to an ending, not sadness. Something is taking place outside your comfort zone, so step into the emotional grace of completion. There's no drama here, only resolution. Your next one is perseverance. Shannon's carrot-colored cloak is a gift from a famous stage actress, and she wears it always as a symbol of her own talent. One day, frustrated by the sacrifices she has made for her long pursuit of success, Shannon throws off the cloak and gives up her acting career. The great goddess tries to convince Shannon to put the cloak back on and stay the course, but she doesn't listen. Just around the corner, had she persevered, was great success. When we do our chosen work, we're serving the highest order. If we stop, we upset the universal balance. What you work toward will materialize. You may not see it, but it lies ahead. Can I ignore the feelings that would sidetrack me? Will I let go of fear and persevere? This card refers to movement and true feelings. Focus on that which supports you. You may have a heightened emotional state, and this card can inspire or discourage. You're being offered a way of getting something back on track. And the next one is growth. Grass is excited. He's ready to tell his best friend Weed that he's gay. But Weed reacts negatively, and it is the first of many judgmental encounters for Grass. For years, he's turned down for jobs, and even when he applies for an apartment. Grass fights for the right to live where he wants and wins. But soon after he moves into his new apartment, someone breaks in and attacks him. In the hospital, his loved ones gather, sharing stories of who Grass was to them. He dies, leaving behind his legacy of love and courage. Grass says break away. It's time for a change of scenery. Visit a foreign country, embark on a new enterprise, or learn a skill. Most importantly, grow. What have I outgrown? Am I willing to become independent? This card implies personal commitment and following one's heart. It is about honoring your growth and the growth of others. There is a sense of courage and abundance and an ability to stand tall. This is a time to uphold what your heart knows is true. So, Aries, that is the advice and clarity. And I'm sorry this is taking forever. Oh my gosh, 30 minutes. Let's take out advice. What you need to hear, what the universe wants to tell you. No filter. This is what you need to hear, Aries. It's not being put all nicey. It's being told to you just as you would to someone else. Aries, let's see. What does Aries need to hear? What does Aries need to hear? All right, Aries. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back.